Right. Good morning. How's everybody doing? All right. So today you have this IXL. Okay, this IXL is called P.5 Describe sequences of transformations. Okay. So the way that this one's going to work is you're going to have to basically look at the numbers and look at them in order: 1, 2, 3, and then decide, well, how did they do this? And as you notice, in each of these selections, like this one has translation, translation, reflection, reflection. So they're saying, what did I do first? Did I translate the shape, or did I reflect the shape first? Because how did I go from 1 to 2? Now, if you look at it, translation is where you slide it. It doesn't change its orientation, meaning it doesn't flip. So this is definitely not a slide. This is more like it flipped, like this, called a mirror image. That's what it did. It took a mirror image. So it did a reflection. And the next thing you want to check is, well, did it either rotate or did it translate? Now, if it rotated, you would kind of see that the first rotation, this little square area, would be like up here, and then it would be on this side, and then it would be down like this. So it definitely didn't rotate. It translated, because as you can see, it slid up and then over. So from 2 to 3, it went up, over. So boom, right there. Yeah, I'll do a couple of these. All right, so again, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the numbers. So I go from 1, 2, 3. So I go from yellow, green, purple. First thing I'm going to look at, well, my first selection is translation, translation, rotation, rotation. Okay, so first thing I'm going to think to myself, all right, well, this was a rotation. See this point here? This point would actually end up being on the, since it's on the Y right now, it would actually end up being on the X. I don't see that, okay, because I see that this point ended up on the X. Meaning what happened was, this is actually a translation. It slid over and then down. Okay, so it's definitely either the top or the first one or the second one. Now I have to decide, well, then what did shape 2 do to get to shape 3? Did it flip, which means a reflection, or did it rotate? Now, if you look at this, you can obviously tell that it's been flipped along this line. So it's a reflection. So it's the first one. And I'll do one more. So now here again, you want to check the numbers. So we go from 1, 2, 3. And then once you start getting good at this, you can tell right away, like this one here, from 1 to 2, I flipped it. So meaning when you flip it, you reflect it. So I know it's definitely actually, it looks like when I'm looking at my answers here, from 1 to 2, it's either a translation or a rotation. Now, if you take a look at this, it can't be a translation, because a translation is a slide. It doesn't change its orientation. Okay, orientation means it wasn't flipped or spun. So this one did change its orientation. So meaning it has to be a rotation, I guess, then. And I guess that would mean, okay, I see the rotation. It's been rotated right on this point. You usually don't see that. You saw it a little bit in Khan Academy, but that is where it was rotated. It was kind of rotated like that, like where it went right onto there. Now, the next thing we want to know, did it translate, slide over and down? That's what it looks like. Or did it reflect? Now, a reflection is like an exact flip. That's not a flip. So it slid over and down. So it's a rotation and then translation. All right, so boys and girls, I'm going to end this video now. But if you do need extra help, please contact me. Okay? All right, best of luck.